What up, YouTube? If everything goes well, this is going to be a double post. And like I said in my previous vid, I was going to talk about LeBron's media day on the Pat McAfee show. And in this one, in my previous vid, I talked about the eras and comparing eras and his quote about Giannis averaging 250 points per game in the 70s. Now I'm going to talk about basically why I was there and his beef with Stephen A. And honestly, Stephen A, bro, hey man, sometimes you just gotta wrap it up. And maybe there's bias here, but I'm siding with not really one to side with. It's just weird how how biases come up when you cover sports. Because at this point, Stephen A and a bunch of this generation, Michael Jordan has them in a chokehold, bro. They're honestly Jordan Glazers. And honestly, it also becomes a crazy debate because on one hand, you side with Bron and you side with Bron, you're gonna be a LeBron Glazer. On the other hand, if you side with Stephen A, you're Stephen A and Jordan Glazer, and can't have proper discussion anymore in this day and age or on social media. Turns into glazing and whatnot, and it just becomes annoying, and we can't have a real conversation. But honestly, for me, as someone who went to school in media about media and whatnot and social media and the idea of journalism, it is weird why Stephen A decided to do this. I get why Bron checked him, because bro, he was talking about his son in a crazy way, and then Stephen A goes out of his way to spin this, get more clicks out of it, and be like, oh man, if he had swung on me, if he put his hands on me, I would have swung on him. Man, can we be for real? This is just such a disingenuous conversation. He's really, not to be mean to Stephen A, obviously successful. He worked hard to get into his position, but man, oh man, he is really milking this. And honestly, this is why sports TV in general is kind of in the pits at the moment, or why it's not hitting the same compared to what it was in the 2010s or late 2000s, because there's no real basketball conversation being had. It's more infotainment kind of stuff. It's more entertainment, less sports. I mean, to be fair, Stephen A has taken time out of his own show to talk about this stuff since it's revolving around him with a sports player. But it's bro, you're supposed to be a sports journalist, not a not like a TMZ guy, and you put yourself in the mix and you put yourself into a higher pedestal and whatnot, and now he gets to make a story out of this because it involves him. And man, oh man, it's just it's not the same, bro. They could be talking about so many other things aside from Stephen A, but since he basically has full creative control of First Take, obviously it's gonna go to that. And then there was this whole segment where Kendrick Perkins got upset at Bron for not hiring former teammates, and he was like, "Oh man, why do you choose JJ when he first did the podcast? Why do you choose Steve Nash to continue the podcast? Why not me? Why not?" Etc. 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 Him getting on his racism spiel once again, similar to what happened in the 2023 MVP season between Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. That kind of swayed the MVP vote in a way. So that was kind of weird. And then Stephen A has he went so far as to discredit himself because of this beef with him and Bron, and he got so petty that he decided to put out misinformation. Essentially, he was so up in his feelings that he said Bron didn't attend Kobe's memorial when Kobe passed away 5 years ago, and then that turned out to be untrue. And it was misinformation, and Bron was at the memorial. I know Stephen A apologized, but the fact that you went on national TV to prove a point and to show that you're winning the argument, oh man, this is really gonna make me win here, and I'm gonna look good, and Bron's gonna look bad. And then you go out of your way to do stuff like that, and lo and behold, you spew out misinformation, and you look kind of goofy. I'm not gonna lie. It's as a journalist, man, and as somebody in the media, bro, our integrity has to matter, man. Like, you can't just be saying anything out there. We gotta verify things. We gotta fact check because people come to us for information, and if we're not doing our job, then what's the point of us? What's the point of the casual like viewer or somebody who's a fan who's gonna take you seriously when you're just spewing misinformation? So it's like it's super, man, it's just irritating, bro. It's like stuff like that like annoys me. Like, he's such a in a position of like power, and then like he ends up being petty because he LeBron made him goofy on the internet when LeBron was checking him about Bronny, which, to be fair, makes sense because it's Bron's son. As for the Bronny conversation, it's like, man, like there's nepotism everywhere, and Bronny's hooping right now, so who really cares, man? Like, I get it. Like, if you are so about the NBA that it's like, damn, that could be somebody else's like roster spot, then have at it, I guess. But like, man, like we have bigger fish to fry. Talk like I'm not gonna waste time talking about Bronny James, whether or not he deserves to be in the NBA or not. Like, man, we could like the playoffs are like 10 games, less than 10 games away, and this is what the news cycle is in sports at the moment. So, this is my that was my soapbox. That was my rant about the situation. Let me know down below, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about the Stephen A. Braun beef? They're like little back and forth on TV, on the internet. Like, let me know that good stuff down below. Do you agree with Braun? Do you agree with Stephen A? Let me know the good stuff down below. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Follow me, like I said before, on my previous vid on at Danny Nuggets on TikTok. And be on the lookout for more content, man. Have a good one, guys. Peace.